Hey guys, I'm Roland.
And I'm Toni.
Today we're going to go over a great gift idea for any guitarist that you know. Toni's going to give some examples. I'm going to give some examples. We're going to have a great time. Stay tuned. Watch. Let's go. Okay, Toni, so what is this great gift idea that we have for guitarists that somebody might know?
Well, today I have the Pick-A-Palooza in crimson red. This is a guitar pick maker. You can use any type of plastic and make your own guitar picks.
Okay, here is exactly what you would be seeing. Here's the Pick-A-Palooza, as you can see, the Crimson Tide. This is the box it comes with. I'll show you kind of what it looks like, your example, and what it does. Okay? Looks pretty easy. I'm going to try it out. Toni's going to try it out, and we're going to see how the picks are. Now, here's the actual piece. You can see it kind of just looks like, a stapler of any sort. Not much interesting going on. You can see where it cuts out. Obviously that just clips it out, presses it, punches it out. So I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to have Toni give it a try. So what I have here, I wish I had my vernier here with me, but I didn't. So I don't know the thickness of what I'm going on right here, but to be honest, this is a very thin piece, probably a 1/4 millimeter. I mean, it can't be too big at all. So I'm going to try it out. So from the picture that's shown right there, I'm going to put this in, kind of line it up, and I could probably line it up to whatever I want. And just like a stapler, oh,
That's neat.
pushed it right out. Let's see how that looks. Oh. Let's see how that looks. Not too bad. You can see how the edges are.
And you can file them down if you need to.
And
if
you can
feel
see,
the need to.
I don't know, maybe that's a 1/2 millimeter. I'll take a look after. Maybe I'll add something. Not too bad. And actually it was very easy to do.
Let's try a different color and thickness.
I'm going to try
see how that one
something
is as well.
this is probably, the further you go back, so they're thinner up towards the front and thicker as I come to the back. So this one right here feels honestly the thickest. Still, not a 1 millimeter. I'm not quite there, I don't think. And I'll know after. I'll take some measurements and I'll post it. But, let me see. Let's get that over here. Line it up. Get it to where I want. And right there. Well, that is pretty hard. It's not a 1 millimeter.
Can you feel it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually really nice. I like that. It doesn't bend as easy.
Kind of interesting. Now, if we take a look, I have a new bag. Yeah, and she got me these for Christmas. Some premium celluloid picks. It's a mix from Fender. I'm going to open these up real quick. I'm going to get a kind of feel. Again, I don't think you're getting the exact quality. Maybe you can, as what you see here with Fender.
See, these are thin, or at least that one is.
Very thin. It says thin right there on it. But only that, you can see through them. The material is translucent in some ways. The material here isn't like that. Now this is a heavy Fender pick. If you take a look at that, you can see the side. Kind of almost no, it's not even close. The Fender pick is obviously thicker.
Fender pick is
definitely thicker. But again, these look gorgeous, the ones the Fenders have. Now, we'll talk about price afterwards. Again, it was a Christmas present, so that's up to Toni whether she wants to tell me how much it is, but it'd be helpful to the users here to know exactly what we're dealing with.
Well, I think the Fender picks were, $12.99 for the package, I believe. I'm not positive.
24. Assortment of 24.
Yes.
So for $12.99, paying 50 cents a piece, probably right around there. I'm going to let Toni create a couple of picks here and keep them side by side. And let her see what she thinks and let her pick out the ones that she wants to do.
Okay, so any thicknesses or this one would be best, probably. I actually like this one. Almost looks like there's a face there. So that's the one I'm gonna try to go for. No, I'm not gonna be able to make it there. Maybe in my next run, if possible. I lined it up.
Nice job.
That is pretty sweet, actually. I do like that this is more of a thicker, translucent pick.
Kind of reminds me a little more of the Fender ones. Absolutely.
So now I'm going to go in and pick which one I think the thickness would work best for me and that I like better to try probably in my first lesson. Would say that, I don't know much about guitars, but this one probably feels the best. So I'm going to try this one. This is a red and black, pretty thick, but not too thick piece. So I'm going to line it up. And there it is. A pretty perfect pick. I do see some edges here that I could take a file to, and it seems to clean up pretty easy. Yeah, I actually really like that. Hi guys, so I'm going to show you my next one right here. This is a thinner one, so I wasn't exactly sure about this, and I will try this in my first lesson, but I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work. It is a lot thinner, as you can see it bends, compared more than like this one where it's a little harder. It's probably harder to judge seeing it. But I'm going to make this next one, see how this comes out, and then I'm going to show you something really cool. Okay, so we've just punched out our third piece, our third pick. It is pretty translucent, you can see through it, but this is very thin, so I wonder how it would sound on the guitar. Now, this is for the cool part. I'm going to use my husband's old seasonal pass for Disney, and we're going to see if this hole punch can get through it. I think we're going to go at the Universal Park.
So it's not a Disney pass, it's a Universal pass.
Yeah, exactly. Whatever. And it went right through it. Very easy.
Just like a credit card.
This is a much thicker, not as thick as the normal pick that he plays. But I think this would do actually pretty well compared to the one that I just punched. If you'd like to vote.
Toni's going to try out a couple of the picks that she just made. Now, along the process of doing this channel, I am going to slowly teach Toni how to play guitar. And the interesting thing is, she's never played before in her life. Ever. Her nails alone, we're going to have to work on those because she can barely put her fingers on the fretboard without hurting her nails.
And these are natural.
Yes. So I just showed her how to do an E minor chord, and I'm just going to have her just do a couple of strums with these different picks and see how she feels with how they feel. And this is, obviously you're going to get good review from somebody who's never done this before and what feels more comfortable to them.
Okay.
So there's one that you just made.
Mind you, I've only strummed with my fingers, if I've tried.
Pretty good.
I'm going to try that one more time.
And what do you want to do when you're strumming? Hold it really good in your finger. Okay. Yeah, like that. See this?
Yeah.
Strum down. Okay. You don't have to, there you go. Whatever's comfortable to you. If it doesn't feel comfortable, it's not right. Okay, that's decent. Now, this is the thick purple one I had made.
Okay.
You gotta fix those fingers.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're still able to strum, so here.
I
Now,
don't really, that one's a lot harder than
this one, which I don't know if you guys can see me, this one is the hardest one that we made out of the bunch that we have.
It's the translucent black and white.
It's like a zebra.
Pearl.
Yeah,
kind.
Perloid, very nice.
I would say that it would go from this one and then to the first one.
Well, let me see. I'm going to show you a very thin one now.
Oh.
So that's very thick. Try the thin one.
Okay. I still feel like the thicker one gives me a better sound.
Well, it's not so much sound. It can be. The way you pluck, obviously, you're going to get a different sound. It's more about how you feel when you're hitting the string, how much feel you get back from the string, how much it reverberates based on how hard that pick is. So it's almost like, what do you feel more comfortable playing? Do you like the thinner one that just slides and kind of is wobbly, or do you like the thicker one where you feel the strings as you go through?
I like the medium style one. I think it was the black and white translucent one.
That was the thickest one.
Is it?
That is the thickest one that we've made.
Can I
Try
that
that again.
time?
And then I'm going to have you try that Dunlop 1mm that I usually use.
My nails. Yeah, this is much easier for me.
Okay. Now try the 1mm. That's the 1mm Dunlop that I use.
Yeah, that's better. Actually, that's much better.
So out of every one we made, you like the one you can buy. The Dunlop, very heavy.
It would definitely be a pretty hard comparison between that last one.
Here's one last thing I'm going to have you do. Here is a Fender heavy pick, because you seem to like the heavy ones.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Fender heavy, and those are the ones you buy. Try that one.
That one's nice. I definitely think the Fender is the best, by far.
Okay. Everybody has their own opinion. You're just throwing it out there. And this is from somebody who has never played guitar. So it's very unbiased because she has no idea. Okay. So now I'm going to try a couple of the picks. Not that people want to see that, but
I'm sure they do.
yes.
You're much better at it than I am, so.
Can you hand me a couple? Or hand me
Yes.
one at a time? Or so on and so forth?
Alright, so we'll have you try the Fender first.
So this is the Fender Heavy. Alright, give me some calls.
Now I'm going to hand you the thinner one to try. Instead of the Fender, this is the first thin one that I made.
So this is the thinnest of the material that you had, made by the Pick-A-Palooza. It is really, really, really thin. There's not much to it. I don't typically use those picks, but we'll try. actually pick really well with these thinner ones.
Really?
Well, yeah, because when you're trying to do fast stuff, it seems to pick pretty well. I'm not overly against that. But I am so used to my thicker picks, the Dunlop especially. It's
But
like
isn't
20 years I've used those.
Isn't this one of the thicker ones?
Yes, this is the thicker one. I can still feel a little bit of a burr on it from punching it through. But it needs to be sanded down a little. The guitar is kind of out of tune at this point, so I might need to tune it up for a second. So now, I'm going to have you hand me the credit card, the actual user's pass one. I want to see how interesting this is to play. Actually, that one's not too bad. That's actually kind of thick. And where you cut it actually has my signature with my name on it.
I know.
Okay, interesting. Like it. Cool.
That sounds really good. Oh yeah.
I like it. That's actually cool. I might use this.
Is that better than the other
No,
ones
it's
that
just
we've made?
it's kind of cool because it has my signature on the back. 'Cause
It
it's
is.
like where I signed the card.
It's pretty
Just
neat.
something interesting. Something, if anything, these are kind of like, you can use picks. You can almost make anything into a pick. Any leftover credit cards. I wouldn't be surprised, like a thin piece of wood, you name it, you could probably make and punch that through. It might come out pretty fine. So if anything, these are talker pieces, something you can have laying around, be like, oh yeah, here's my credit card, I made that one.
I bet you even that chevron thing right behind you, that thin
That's
piece of metal, it might.
That'd be
It could.
interesting to see if it would punch through like a thin piece of metal. I'm not sure.
It would.
It could jam it, and you probably need a lot of pressure. Worked in machine shops. I'm not sure if that would cut it. But either way, yeah.
It was the
So
thought.
there you go. Here's our little test, what we came up with, what we thought. The Pick-A-Palooza is kind of like an interesting, I like it. It's fun. For a good little gift for somebody who plays guitar, I think it's a great thing.
It's absolutely worth buying.
Yeah, it was worth buying, If Toni wants to come out and say how much it might have been.
I actually am not positive. I would have to go back and check.
Okay, all right. But it couldn't have been too much. I will edit and put it into the description or maybe somewhere in the links showing it and also how much it is. So again, that's the Pick-A-Palooza. Great little piece of machinery that makes picks.